Hey everyone, welcome back. I've got a couple of new things to show you today. We had a bit of rain yesterday for the first time in a long time. It was about 15 millimeters or just under 5/8 of an inch, and everything's bushed up and gone a bit perky, as you can see. Moringa probably put on a few inches. That's now at about over 3 meters. And 100% full sun now, that one. So we haven't been harvesting that one much. We've been eating the ones that are in the pots here to try and let that other one get a bit of strength to hopefully produce some drumsticks. All this new growth here on the lychee that came out overnight, but I've just got back from a fishing trip, and I've gone back to the car to get my phone because coming through here, I come out into the backyard to check the garden, and I noticed this on the floor. So that's the first American Paw Paw, North American Paw Paw Asimina triloba. I just noticed it's got a bit of bird damage, but it should be alright. It's nice and soft. It's got a faint mango smell to it. I can't pick up anything else at the moment. Yeah, just a mango-y type smell, and just a very faint softness to it. So I'll give my Paw Paw growing friends Neil and Mark a message and ask them whether I should leave that on the counter a bit longer or eat it now. So I'll send them a message, and then whatever they tell me, I'll do that. So while I'm waiting, I'll just give this a quick weigh. I don't know what is normal and what is not normal, but that's the very first fruit on this plant, and it's 164 grams. So not sure if that's a big one or a small one. Just let me know in the comments. So also, while we're waiting, I'll give some of my experiences on growing Paw Paw in Melbourne, temperate climate, and the varieties, because you've probably got a few questions. This Paw Paw, this variety of plants related to the custard apple, and that looks like one tree there, but it's actually two. I've grown them very close together just to help with pollination. It's about a 5 to 6 foot gap between them, almost 2 meters. And I'm unsure whether they're seedlings from named varieties or actually named varieties, because it's very hard to spot the graft. But this one was sold to me as a Pennsylvania Gold, and this one is a local Melbourne variety, Louis Glowinski, named after a famous pioneer in the rare fruit world. And they're about 4 meters tall now, and I shaded these for the first year of having them here. Put a shade cloth frame up over them, and then once they got to about 2 meters tall, I removed the shade cloth and just let them fend for themselves. The sun profile rises in that direction and follows that trajectory there. The only little bit of shade they get now is these bananas that are growing over them. And I always thought that's quite funny that you have high chill hour plants growing under no chill hour plants. So there's 3 big bunches on those bananas at the moment. At the same time, there's about 10 nice sized fruit on the pawpaw there. So I think that one I picked there would probably be one of the smaller ones. So the rest would probably be up to about 200 grams, I think. To be honest, congratulations to that bird for finding the fruit, because it is actually very well hidden. There's a couple of big ones in here somewhere. Here we go. There's one there. That almost looks exactly like a mango. Oh, there's another one there. Sorry about that. So, if anyone can tell me if that shape, because that's on the one that I brought as a Pennsylvania Gold. If anyone can tell me if that shape is the traditional shape of that variety, that will help me know whether this tree is grafted or a seedling. Alright, so I'll give you a quick overview of the area where the pawpaws are growing. This is 9 by 4 meters, or 36 square meters in size, and a few years ago it was just plain grass. And once we got into this hobby, we decided to just get rid of all the grass and just put some rare varieties of plants in here, rare for our area. So see here we've got black velvet jaboticaba, pink limeberry, which is fruiting at the moment. It's got some fruitlets on it. We've got a grafted unique feijoa, and it's getting actually the largest feijoas we've ever had growing there. Walk around to this section here. Got a green sapote down there. I'm very hopeful on that one. And a nice carry grafted star fruit there in the shade. So as I showed you before, a few bananas growing, the pawpaw in the front, lemongrass all around as a bit of protection from the wind, and some black sapotes, lychee, grumichama, the orange one. This will fruit next year, I'm sure of it, and just some herbs. There's a bit of a pathway through there, and then a little sugarcane windbreak and food source. So yeah, not a very big area at all for all those different varieties, and I think they quite enjoy being close together like that. So anyway, it's a beautiful day. Look at that blue sky. Yeah, I'll go and put that pawpaw on the counter, and we'll wait and see if we can eat it fresh, or we'll wait a couple of days. Alright, so I heard back from both Mark and Neil last night, and they both said to leave it on the counter till it gets a little bit more yellow, and the scent or the smell gets a little bit more intense. So currently still just smells like a mango, but starting to get a bit stronger. So we'll wait and see. I'll go and put it on the counter now, and I'll catch up with you in a few days. Alright, here we are 2 days later. I just let it ripen on the counter. It's got a bit more of a yellow colour to it, much softer, and it's got an amazing smell. Smells like pineapple lollies, pretty much, like a very sweet pineapple smell. So we'll put it over on this little plate here. I'll find a knife and we'll cut it. This is the Louis Glowinski Paw Paw. A couple of years in the making. Alright, so I'll try and cut it like this. Hit some seeds there. Just a bit of try not to damage the seeds because I might plant them out. Oh, made a mess of that. But Alright, give that a bit of a taste. That's amazing. It's got a banana-y, custardy mango sort of flavour with a slight, very, very slight bitter aftertaste. But, geez, very nice. It's almost doesn't taste, it tastes like something man-made. So in future I'll be able to cut them a bit neater than that. I just wanted to save the seeds. I'll try and grow these and hopefully be able to give some away next year. But very happy. I was a bit nervous whether it was going to taste nice because they've got such a prime position in the garden, but very, very happy with how that tastes. So yeah, that's the Louis Glowinski North American Paw Paw. Alright, so this is the morning after taste of that fruit, and you can see the Paw Paw cops all the morning sun. It's in a great spot for that, and I was hoping that there'd be another one falling off this other tree, but they're still hanging on. So we'll have to wait a little bit longer for them. But yeah, thanks for watching my first tasting of North American Paw Paw, and yeah, very nice fruit. Even that slightly bitter aftertaste I mentioned, I think that came from the knife as it cut through the skin, because after we stopped filming and just consumed the whole fruit, I didn't notice that aftertaste anymore. So it was only the first few, and it was very faint. It was it had a sort of like a taste of skin, like a fruit skin. So yeah, I'll try and pot them seeds up and get some seedlings, and if they grow, I'll give them away. Thanks very much for sticking around if you made it this far. So I just want to round out this video with a bit of advice on the soil. So the trunk diameter now on these is over 3 inches, 75 to 80 millimeters, and that happened in quite a quick time frame. So it's probably down to the regular watering and what I've been doing with the soil. Alright, so shade is important while they're young, but probably the best advice I can give for these, and it's probably good advice for this climate because these are grown like quicker than bamboo. But the best advice is build a bed up around it, and plenty of organic mulch, and keep it moist. Like this soil was terrible before, but all the sugarcane offcuts, all the banana clumps, bits of banana, everything gets put under this, and it gets well watered in summer. So I think that's how these will thrive so much. It's not so much what's happening up there, but more so what's happening down here. So a lot of the stuff's sort of broken down, but sometimes this layer of mulch is about 4 inches thick, so it must all be going into the soil as nutrients, and yeah, obviously makes a difference. Those trunk sizes are getting quite large now. Cheers.